you still offer to be there if they need you.
Yeah, until they can at least field 2 new players.
Yeah.
Because you've left, you know, just before the season. It's a bit awkward.
Yeah. So this new lineup, I mean, I say new. We've got Dom in there and Grande, who, weirdly, I know Grande through the American scene.
Yeah?
He is Swedish, but he's known by some of the Americans he used to play with. Plays a lot of ranked cats. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Weirdly.
Interesting. That's odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, this one kicks off with a bit of a bang. The frags start to come through. Grande dealing damage. Hype's in the rear. Punishes Ardis. Adam will be able to pick up one frag there as he comes back through. Hype as well. Versus Hype, of course. And it is all down to Capers now. And a 1 versus 2, Ben.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit confusing having Hype versus Hype, isn't it?
Hype on Hype. Well, you've got Hype is back, who's now just Hype. And Dash Hype.
Yeah. Might be a bit of an issue, but that's all good, I suppose.
We'll have Hype is back. We'll keep him on brand of what he used to.
Yeah.
The Lithuanian lunatic. Interesting enough, I feel like out of all the players on that ROYALS side, he's actually the one that's had the most change inside and outside of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair to say, isn't it? I mean, considering last Prem,
yeah,
we hadn't seen him in, what,
we hadn't seen him in a good while. I mean, he took a step back in the UK scene, yeah. Played with some European teams, started actually getting experience under his belt in terms of in-game and also just, you know, coming back in as a much more, I think, much more elegant as like how he is now. You know, he was really good on interviews, had locked himself down. I think it was actually really cool to see Hype sort of come back in, be a lot more confident himself. It was cool to see that sort of transition of sort of what Hype used to be when he was a little bit younger in the scene to where he is now. He's come leaps and bounds, and it's cool to see.
Yeah, it kind of catch you by surprise a bit because at first with UFrag, he was only like 15 or 16.
When I first met him,
yeah, he was 15, and
to see him then at Prem,
3 years ago
like
at this
now, it was crazy. So obviously, really cool to see Hype actually still playing, still improving, and the story he's had is quite a wild one, considering obviously where Adam kind of mentored him for so long.
Yeah, bit of an interesting one. Obviously, this Luminary side, we mentioned Ardis. Well, I mentioned earlier on that he had 33 kills in that loss that they had.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. That was a bit scrappy.
So it's Capers and Hype left on the clutch here. Hype is back, trying to go for the initial frag with the Deagle. If he can get a tag off, Capers should be able to finish him with a scout. Couldn't quite land it though, and they both will go down in the end. That's going to be Luminary now with 2 rounds on the board. And Ardis is a big deal. I feel like he's one of the UK players. I mean, the interview that we did for Red Bull when we were talking about sort of the key players for the Prem that me and Snods did, Ardis was my choice of sort of the next sort of player to watch. I feel like he's someone that could actually go quite far. If he kept growing, improving at the rate he has been, with the sort of the level of individual performance he has, if given the right environment and say a coach behind him to teach him the extra, you know, nooks and crannies to actually get him to that top performance, I think he could be a real contender to branch out from the UK scene.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He had that experience on gamers, obviously, and from what I've seen, he's a lovely guy as well, and he does play. He's really good as well. I remember the Prem finals last season, not last season, the season before last.
Considering it was his first.
It was his first LAN, and he played.
He played really well.
So from that, obviously, you can just build from it, and he does seem composed too, which is another thing which a lot of players could use as part of their skill set, I suppose.
Well, that's the thing with Ardis, Ben. He's bigger on the inside.
Very much like the TARDIS.
Yeah, that's the joke I've made every season. Snods didn't get it for the first 2 seasons, so
Sneezens.
First 2 seasons. Bless you, Ben.
And then again for the 2.
Yeah. That's interesting as well. I think in terms of young players, Dom as well. Another name to mention.
Yeah, now known as Soulcast.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
What's his last name, isn't it? He's using his last name. Because it was Dominic Soulcast as his full name. But I preferred Dom. I liked Dom. But there is another Dom, so... Yeah. But then there's 2 Hypes.
There is now 2 Hypes, which... I'm not too sure what to think about that.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, this line, because it's more of a mix. And I did mention earlier on that Imi was part of the coaching that previous game they did. I think he was doing it more as...
Just helping him.
He has time, yeah. Like, I have time, might as well try and help them out. And
I think he likes Ardis as well.
Yeah, he's keen on Ardis. He was part of that lineup he was originally starting.
Yeah.
A while back now. And obviously they're both scouts.
Yeah, which
breeds good links.
It's I mean, if you're both scouts, you kind of have an eternal bond. Yeah. It's unbreakable.
Yeah, you can't take that away from them.
They both go to, you know, to McDonald's. I say,
Pop World, Liverpool.
yeah. No gherkins. Did they both go to Pop World?
No,
Oh.
they could do, couldn't they?
They could do.
There was
I'd
a
go
Pop
with
World in
them,
Liverpool.
if I'm honest. I
Yeah.
think we should arrange that.
Arrange that in Liverpool.
The Scouse UK Gamer Meetup.
Takes place in Pop World.
We'll have a LAN in Pop World. That'd be huge, to be fair.
Yeah, good sound.
Be banging.
Yeah.
Literally. They'd have a banging donk on that one.
Yeah, we were never looking in control though. That first Baron, they had 3 Mac 10s.
Yeah.
And they just did the classic rush B again. And there's a classic story from, I believe it was Epic 16, back with Choke. We rushed B until it was 12-0.
Yep.
We just kept them doing it over and over again, kept them just calling the bluff. We just kept them rushing B.
Wasn't that versus Adam 5?
No, it was against it was Reason at the time. When it was
oh yeah.
yeah, it was
Here's the karma.
Yeah, it was Karma, Cinder and stuff. And I remember Johnny was playing B.
Johnny. Yeah. Not had that name in a long time.
Yeah, I think he went 4 for 45 in that best of 3.
Probably why.
Yeah, we kept him rushing B. He was playing B. It was a bit of a rough one.
Not ideal.
No. And again, the B bomb site's been relinquished entirely.
That's going to be another round for them on B as well.
You'd assume so, wouldn't you?
Capers gets one shot off there towards the end. The flick on towards Hugie?
Mr. Hoy.
Was it Mr. Hoy?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that just his rebrand?
Hoyja.
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 It's funny with Mr. Hoy. I see him sort of float around now and then, but I never really feel like I see too much of him. I feel like
He's
Mr.
quite
Hoy,
small.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe that's why. He's under my vision. Oh, Ardis, hello.
Oh no.
Oh no. Luckily, you got a bit of hype there.
Yeah.
He did have a hype man. No, I like Mr. Hoy. I rate Mr. Hoy.
Yeah, lovely guy as well.
Yeah.
I remember playing a UKPL game for the first time in September, and he first picked me just based on name. And I was just like, I don't play this game anymore.
This isn't Fortnite.
Everybody was there like, why you picked him?
Yeah.
I'm just like, you've made the right decision, son.
Yeah.
You've done well.
Dad's here. Happy SEO.
Yeah, we lost that game.
And all's well that ended well. Well, push goes out towards the A site. A little bit of damage done. The Hype's finding the first frags, so Mace and Soulcast down. Mace, another name.
Yeah, plays for Reason that one week, didn't he? And he was very down on his own play, if I remember correctly.
He was a bit upset about his performance. I feel like that's the thing. He was a player that got in his own head very quickly.
I think you'd argue it's like humble, or is it down on yourself, isn't it? It's like,
is it low confidence, or is it worrying you're failing, you know?
Yeah.
But Mace is actually someone that I rate as well. I feel like if he
did play well, didn't he? That was the issue.
That was the thing. If he was a bit more confident, he could have been really sick. So it's cool to see him back for another season of Prem.
Yeah. What I'm quite interested in was that round. It started up with Hype getting an entry, which then got traded off by Hype. And then Hype just killed the last 2 players to end the round after Hype dropped as well. There's a lot of Hype man going on.
Who is other Hype?
I don't have a clue.
That's the thing. I was going to say, do we know this Hype? I don't know this Hype.
Idea. Not too sure. Not too sure.
It's a new Hype. Hype 2.
Electric Boogaloo? Or no?
Electric Hyperloo.
Hyperloo. Hyperloo.
Hyperloo. That's what you want.
Yeah, it looks like Luminary in complete control though. Like this, it looks like they've set the pace.
They're manhandling them, Ben.
Yeah, like it's
like you've got a hamster in a cage, and they've picked it up like that.
Yeah.
And it's in their hand. Manhandled.
Yep, very
Hamster
descriptive.
Yeah. Or just in case, you know.
Just in case you didn't know how to picture the situation.
I just want to give them an image.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You know what is cool? You know snakes as pets?
Yep.
If you have a snake on your arm, right? Because they're all muscle. They're just all muscle, Ben. Right? They
like
can,
me.
Yeah. Just the muscle shot. It can slide its way down. And then, like, from dangling about, I know that we can't see this on camera, obviously, but from dangling like this far down, the snake can just ride its way back up and get above your arm. Mental.
Pull up.
Yeah, literally, they're just all muscle.
They can endlessly pull up.
Yeah. I wish I was a snake.
Well, if you can make some backstabbing decisions, you could be a snake.
Yeah. If you started playing UKCS again.
You could turn yourself into a right snake.
Angry, though, going to come down like a ton of bricks on Mace. Ardis will come back through. Obviously, his former teammate there in Angry as well. They played together for a little while when they were that Radix roster.
Did they?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
Might have made that one up. I feel like
I'm not sure.
Capers and Grande. Is it going to be a Grand A play?
Could be rather large, yeah.
Large if true. Big if factual.
Yes.
Oh. Hoy's seen it. Capers, though. He's eliminated Hype. Capers, a further frag as well. It's a free cane at the round for Capers, but he doesn't clear the one round Grande. Oh, Adam's done him in. That's awkward. That could have been a bit of a comeback for them. Obviously, 1 round, the 6th that Luminary have. Now 7 rounds picked up. They're steamrolling through, Ben. It's like a cartoon. They've hit them with a steamroller. They're now flattened. If you looked at Royals from the side, it'd be 2D. You wouldn't see anything. It just looked like a line.
Yeah, sure. Do you know how Adam got that number at the end of his name?
The other 9,129 Adams were taken.
Yeah, I prefer that.
What's the story?
I don't have the story, I prefer that. Yeah, we'll roll with that one. They're completely tearing them apart, though. It seems to be like there's no... They haven't had a grip of this game.
Thing is, for Royals, they have literally just had to replace 2 players a day ago. So it's hard, obviously. A lot of teams have really had a kerfuffle before this season started in terms of rosters.
Especially starting on the back foot, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because, you know, you go from what could have been a solid 5, you would have had Prac down. It looks like they were doing quite well. Obviously, you know, Capers and everyone seemed quite happy with what they'd been achieving. And now you've had to just replace 2 players.
Tear him out the air. Yeah, it's a rough one. Like, and you then come onto a map like Mirage, and you start CT, lose the pistol, you don't manage to anti-eco them, and then they win the Baron by just forcing a play on you, and you just can't get footing. They keep just coming at you quick again, and you just can't get anything going. Like right now, it's very rough because they can't predict what's going on right now from Luminary side, and Luminary can just keep playing as they're playing. Again,
like wrestling. If they've got a weakened leg, you just keep targeting the leg. You know, you're hitting the leg with a chair. You throw in the big, you know, the big metal stairs that you pick up. Throw that at their leg as well. That's kind of what Luminary are doing right now towards the B bomb site. The B site is a weak leg.
It has been identified, hasn't it?
Yeah, and they have just been hitting the weak leg. But Capers, he's striking. He's now picked up the chair back. Went to hit him with the chair, but he slipped over on the mat. Because Randy Orton ran in from behind, hit him with the RKO, and it's just down on Grande left.
Fair enough, yeah. Probably a better storyline than the current WWE.
That's kind of what's happened.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, they've identified the weakness. The B site has been targeted from the first buy round, effectively.
Yeah.
Nearly hit, that's pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
Hype is using Hype Swap.
He is. The counter Hype.
And T-coach Imi.
Oh, Imi is coaching them. He's still with them.
I was going to say the style play has been similar to the sort of thing as he would call. Like constantly that you can't really guess the sort of calls that are coming in. You know what I mean? Constantly maybe trying to play with. To be fair,
maybe it's messed with them as well. They've got Imi coaching. That scared them.
Yeah, to be fair, we were the Royal beaters until that MDL game. We played Royals about 6 times in the space of a week.
Yeah.
In UK Pro, and then all these qualifying things, all the stuff, and then that MDL game happened.
Gave him a royal good thrashing.
Yeah. Until we lost it all.
Until we lost the whole game.
After being 12-3 up from train.
Not what you want, really.
Not great. No.
No. 5 on 5. 5 fruit and veg a day. Keeps the doctor away.
Get away, doctor.
Stay back.
5 bananas,
just
1
throw it at them.
5 carrots in the other.
Stay back.
Get away.
So Luminary playing a very slow round here. It's going to be sitting towards T-spawn right now. Readjust. Adam's got the bomb. No early contact, but for Royals... Oh,
this has been a weird round, to be fair. They faked A smokes.
Yeah.
And then didn't do anything towards B either. And now they're coming back again. So they've got the 2 players who didn't throw smokes last time to then go to A again with their own smokes. And they're throwing the same A smokes again. I think Mr. Hoy will come out and try and distract. And these guys will go back to B. So it's a very in-depth fake.
Yeah.
That's being done right now.
Ooh.
Could have done with Mr. Hoy winning that firefight, though. Obviously, Mace is the only man running out, and Grinder should be able to relay all that information saying there's only one person here.
Ben, they're going in like some kind of suicide squad.
Oh, that's round over.
Yeah, they're all dead. It's all up to Hype to try and clutch it, and Hype, he's dead.
And also alive at the same time on the other side.
Schrodinger's hype.
Yeah.
If there is a hype in a box and you release gas into the box, is the hype simultaneously dead and alive at the same time?
Is the hype just hype? Hype?
If you die in hype, do you die in real life?
Not sure. I reckon you need to ask both hypes when they're both dead, if they've died in hype as well, just in case.
Yeah. Have you also hyped?
So let's see, how much of a change will there be from this Luminary side after losing the first round that they've had in the entire game? Ooh, that's rough. The one-way smoke comes into effect quite easily there for Grande. Makes me wonder if there was any sort of significant lead in the next game. I mean, Mr. Hoy's managed to get 2 kills while on 6 health.
Yeah, Mr. Hoy's actually bringing it back, especially when they lose Dom like that. His Soulcast has just been annihilated. Hype hits the connection. Hype goes for the counter pick though, but Artis is going to be the saving grace, and it is now all up to Capers. A 1-on-3 bent. He's going to need to clutch it. He's got to pull his boots up, do the laces up, and man up.
Man up.
It's time to man up.
The question is, will he even go for this though? Like, he's waiting for somebody to peek him. 1v3, definitely understandable. Here it comes. Catches one player in the open, but Mace is still behind.
Oh,
I mean, Mace is not peaked. Ooh. Mace left it a bit late there, if I'm honest. Like, it's just, he's the lowest health player. He should be the one peaking first, if anything. Just on the basis that I'm the weakest one. Just pull their aim towards me.
Yeah.
And you can finish them off. Very risky, and I imagine that's a Royals pause. Purely on the basis that they need to talk about this buy, right? They've got 2 players on 5k. Angry's already bought some, which...
Yeah, he's already slightly invested.
Yeah, if they weren't wanting to buy, I guess they are now.
What's Hype spent $700 on?
I'm not sure. It did say minus 700, didn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe he bought a deal, threw it away to try and hide that he spent money.
He bought a new phone. He's bought a new motherboard that doesn't work. I quite enjoyed that. I quite enjoyed those tweets from Hype. They did make me laugh. I also enjoyed how he did a tweet about the motherboard, and he went, "Don't buy this this piece of S."
And it was like, it's
but obviously it's spelled piece.
Yeah.
I just found that quite funny. Don't buy this piece. Peace to you too, brother.
I don't think this piece is real.
Endpoint thrashed Radix.
Wow.
They've done a thrashing.
They've done a thrashing.
Yeah. So Endpoint get a 1 win. Win 1.
Considering the situation they were coming into this week,
it's pretty good.
Win's fine. Yeah. Win's fantastic.
Losing Cheeky. I don't actually know who would have been playing as their 5th.
The subs they had were Cryptix and Robin.
So one of the 2.
Yeah. Assumption would be Cryptix.
Probably
based
Jay.
on,
yeah,
based on just availability, I'd imagine he has less going on than Robin. I don't know if Robin plays on a European team at the moment. I think he does.
He is, yeah. He is playing in Mountain Dew League right now, I think.
Is he? Okay.
As far as I know. Because Smooya and then beat him, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, wasn't it in the qualifiers for someone?
Oh, maybe.
Like was it not New York, but would it have been Cologne?
Might have been Cologne qualifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Capers with the Deagle.
So the B defense needs to be upped. We mentioned earlier that they identified it as a weakness. Started off quite well.
Yeah,
but they need another one. They've given enough time though for players to rotate. And I mean, it's down to one-man Hype. Needs to challenge Hype.
He's got to
take him down by Hype.
Yeah. 3 kills for the other Hype. They're rotating which one of them's going to have frags in each round.
And another pause.
Is that now for Luminary? You win a round, we win. We pause.
I mean, if it's using the system, well, it's not using the same system that they use for the majors, which is like the 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think. But I imagine it's a pretty good pause, to be honest, if you're willing to use like 60 seconds of your 10 minutes or you're allocated. It works as a good way for to like, get rid of their momentum maybe, or talk things over again, make them overthink what's happening.
Whilst they're going, nice, good round. It's pause.
Yeah, calling them down a bit. Yeah. And then you can then hit them with a fast play again if you really want to.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Oh no. Hit him with a Southern Comfort Rush.
Straight to the bar.
Yeah, straight to the bar, straight to the B. P90s, let's get it.
It's the only way you'll get the kills after the Southern Comfort Rush. You need plenty of bullets. You need to be able to move around as well.
Yeah, you need to be mobile. You need at least this much desk space for the fast.
Full width.
Yeah. Full width.
The spinneroonie. Seeing as we're back on WWE.
That was a good land with that strap book. That was a lot.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame I left it there, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Someone had our strap book.
I think I gave it to John.
Maybe John still has it.
I reckon he does. I reckon that's how he's been running all the tournaments.
Yeah.
It's in the rule book, it's slowly written. Southern Comfort Rushes are not allowed.
Yeah, these are bad.
Ah,
That's because of paint.
not paint again.
Bloody Rog.
Damn it.
I think that's one of my favourite things they've ever produced in the UK scene, though, is the fact that Roger Painter has a hot rod called Hot Rog. That is quality.
Yeah, to be fair.
I mean, if he's watched it, he's owned it there.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw that, it did make me giggle. The Hot Rog.
Yeah, it's a good name, to be fair. Oof, that was an overzealous peak. Not really sure what he was expecting to actually achieve from that. It seems like a very puggy sort of... If you did that in an ESL Bozeman, you'll probably get away with it. But when you're playing against a set team...
None of this.
None of that.
To me. To you.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Barry. Gonna try and make their play. Up through mid, though.
Oh, they're in their own molly.
They have been spiced.
Only medium spice for now.
Yeah, flame grilled.
Medium rare, please.
Like chicken on a stick.
Chicken on a stick. Doesn't sound too appetizing, does it?
It's lovely, mate. Play towards the A side. They're going to try and see what they can actually achieve here. Soulcast is the only one there. That is Dom, as everyone has now rotated off Ben.
He needs to do it all. Because everybody else has appeared to have gambled on the B side.
He's got the world on his shoulders.
And he has no head. And Adam's, I mean, he's opened them up entirely.
Adam's peeled him back like a banana.
Very much like his profile picture, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
Not too sure.
It is, yeah, it is like a weird banana coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to look further into that.
Face. I don't know what that is. I'm curious to what the text says, because I feel like that would probably...
That probably sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Context.
If we have the context of what the text says... I'm trying to get my face closer. No, you can't read it.
Sniff the pixels, eh?
Hang on, here we go. This person tried to unlock your phone. Oh, and it's just the banana.
I don't know what to think. To be honest, I don't know what to think. I'm not sure if I should think it's funny or if it's just a bit ridiculous. I don't know. I don't really know.
This is the FBI.
The federal banana investigation.
This person peeled your lips back.
Quite an even kill spread on that Luminary side, isn't there?
It is.
Highest 13, lowest 7. Whereas quite the opposite in ROYALS. 2 to 11.
Ooh.
Not fantastic. Looks like something an A play of some kind though. They've committed heavy to mid, considering that hasn't been really the area that they've failed on during this game. It's been more the actual direct sites.
Yeah.
Which is something quite rare that you'd say about the CT side on Mirage. And you wouldn't say the sites have had issues. You usually say mids had issues. But that's the easy go-to, isn't it?
Ooh. Hype struggling a little bit there to connect the shot. Grande actually will take down Artis. It's looking like they might be able to clean up here, Ben. Get themselves an additional round, potentially. And they do need it. Really, at least 3 rounds to bolster the defenses and keep them alive. If they do win Pistons the next half, maybe they can build something from it, but makes the connection on K-Piers. No chance. Denies the shot. And it's all up to Soulcast. Big man Dom pushes his way through, but Dom has been domed.
Yeah, Adam's been playing pretty solid this game. Has some crispy shots.
Adam,
important frags as well.
Adam 9130.
It's actually his date of birth, isn't it? 9th of January 1930.
Yeah.
The oldest Premiership player ever. As of now.
Yeah, he has got quite old.
Yeah, and that's him in the picture as well.
Yeah, that's how he looks after all these years. The UKCS has really got to him.
Ooh, that needs a lot.
Ooh.
If he had a gun with more bullets,
Well,
he probably
Mr.
kills
Hoy
everybody.
has actually
Well,
helped
Mr.
him
Hoy
out.
has killed everyone.
Yeah, literally everyone. He's bloodthirsty. Angry should finish this right here, right now. Or Hype.
Sadly not.
No.
No, not his to finish. 12-3 though. Very strong half. I think that's the biggest scoreline we've had of any half, right? Like so far.
That's a very stark contrast.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we were talking earlier on about how the games have been close. It was 16-14, 16-12, 16-13. And we're looking at 12-3 right now, which, if the pistol goes Luminary's way, you could think they're looking at 16-3 maybe. But we'll see how they build from it.
Yeah.
CT pistol Mirage is always a bit difficult.
It is difficult, and it's also just... Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the risk as well, right? You don't get the pistol round, the game's basically done. You got 3 rounds, so you can kind of scrape through,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be easy.
No. Royals have got a mountain to climb. And this mountain is Luminary.
Yeah.
You need to climb on top of them and Cooper stomp them.
You gotta, yeah, it's like Shadow of the Colossus,
Oh god.
but it's just Ardis, it's just massive. You gotta mount him, climb up the back of Ardis, then take him down.
Ooh, Royals have got one man's challenge in this round. And it's Adam. 9130.
It is the Terminator.
If
The
there's
Adamnator.
has jungle been smoked?
Oh. That's a tag on
Okay, that should be
Ultimate.
some heavy knowledge there. Because he heard a stampede of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see that as well. Ardis coming in from behind. Capis has the angle covered, but he jump faces, gets
He has
tagged
no
down
armor.
very heavily. No kills. Oh, the really take as well. Mr. Hoy!
Last man standing, Dom.
And that's it. It's as good as done. They're going to lose the pistol. That's going to be 13-3. They got bomb down at least. You can get
Yeah.
you can buy up. You can try and go for the force play. But it's unlikely they're really going to get
They can
too
eco
far
this
from
one, at least, and get a better buy next. But, I mean, there's players investing in P250s and stuff, and even in Deagle. It just feels like you're just hampering your next round buy.
Yeah, you're
further.
already pumping money in for no reason. You're not going to win this round.
Yeah. If you win it, like, that's very, like, the chance of winning is like maybe 1%, 2% or something really low. It's just not worth the investment when you could have a smoke next round or you could have extra flash or anything like that.
That's what I mean, especially not for this amount as well. Buy one flash, you know, buy yourself a smoke, try to go for a set play, try to get the bomb down, sure.
Yeah. It's a dink. The CT should know. They don't have a proper force buy going, but there's no reason to give them chances. Although Adam, he's got an SMG. He's trying to hunt, trying to make some cash. And I suspect that's not the last time he'll get a kill this round.
More spam in the back, gonna find that frag on Soulcast, and it is all up to Grande, Capis, and
Make
Hype.
Third.
They're
Can
all
get the
going
fourth
down.
and Hype here.
Ooh.
That's the one kill traded, so he does balance out how much he invested into the round.
It's some hype on hype crime, Ben.
Yeah. The worst kind of crime. Hype on hype.
It's just hypes killing hypes.
I really would like to know who this other hype is, to be honest.
They had to know who he is.
I have no idea.
Dash hype.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to get rid of hype.
Yeah, minus hype.
Yeah,
That's a flame.
that is fine.
He's flaming. Well, here come the AKs. Can they slay with the AKs?
It's a very fast A split coming up, though, isn't it?
They are rolling with groups of ghetto gamers with biscuits, but they're getting punished, Ben. Mace finds the frag on Angry with the Famous. It's down at the 4v4. Hype as well pushes out. That's the bomb drop. Grande, if he goes down here, it'll be really awkward. Adam waiting to try send him down to the pits of hell, but instead, Soulcast will finish him.
Yeah, he got a good tag off with that scout just then. I'll make that another one.
Grande's so low, 27 HP. Mace finds that kill. Now they push in, they try and go for the play. The spam's winning Mace, the second
was so
frag. It's up
heavy.
to Capis to clutch it, and Capis will.
Yeah, that spam was quite unfortunately to not get the kill just on the spam.
Yeah.
But the thing is here, right, so Luminary, they're 10 rounds up, right? There's a situation here where you could force buy into it again to try and challenge it. I mean, there we go. There's the AWP. They've managed to get 2 M4s. This has to be quite an aggressive round from them, purely on the fact that they don't have many grenades. So they should be quite in their face right now to try and force the situation. At least that's what, in my mind, like, you can't really go beyond 45 seconds with no nades. You put yourself at, well, you put yourself at a negative chance of winning, really.
Yeah, you're going to be left on a really awkward disadvantage if you do
Yeah.
try and go for a play like that.
The thing is, the terrorists, they used a heck of a lot of grenades themselves as well. Like, considering, like, they should have had somebody go SMG. Like, I know Angry's gone CZ, but he could have gone SMG, like, instead of that CZ. You could have had another SMG from someone else as well. Because right now, they're lacking in the grenades department heavily. And I feel like all they've got is mid control, but they didn't fight for it. There was no battle for it.
Yeah.
It just seems weird that a CT side who force bought into a situation with this many heavy like rifles and stuff would have the same sort of grenades as you when they didn't really buy any.
Grande with the kill on Hype as well.
That's the AWP term. But the bomb has been found though. What can Ardis do? He's got 2 players coming from T-spawn, but the player from Ramp isn't actually going to flank on him.
It just depends if Ardis can go huge here, really, and
yeah.
start to punish people. And he's doing just that, finds 1 kill, goes back against Angry, that will be quite furious, and everyone is crumbling away, Ben. It's like you've opened up a biscuit tin that's been knocked around at your auntie's house for a couple of weeks. There's just crumbs everywhere.
Hate when that happens.
Or you open up the biscuit tin and there is just sewing items in there.
No, it's even worse. That's the worst timeline, isn't it?
Why is that happening?
I don't know. Why do convenient tins?
They just store sewing things in there. There's just needles and thread, and it's just like, oh, I thought there would be biscuits.
It's just a convenient sort of shape to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, you could store other stuff, but it seems to be the typical thing is sewing items.
Yeah, it's always just for sewing. And you never see him doing any sewing.
No.
It's always very odd. Adam gets the first kill, though. He's going to be threading the needle on this one, Ben, as it seems that they will be closing it out. And this will be the fastest game of this season, the Prem, by far. Adam with a headshot as well, takes down Angry. They're all being punished. Capers will be the last to go down, and that is going to be a 16-4. You round that up, that's 20.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Thought I'd give you that bit of information.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, they're already leaving.
The more info, the better, I suppose.
Who's left already? Angry. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Angry.
Feeling angry.
I bet he's quite angry, isn't he?
Doesn't believe in Capers to clutch the round. I mean, they don't know the bomb's down.
Exactly.
1v5, he's already taken 1 out.
No faith.
2 players low.
It could have happened.
It can still happen. Are you not believing?
Well, I feel like if he's already left, Ben, that leads me to believe that, you know, they're just not going to win. If there's no faith in the team, why would I have any faith?
Yeah. That's fair.
Because, you know, you got to have faith, faith, faith.
He could have the drop here on
That's one.
Mace. Ooh, really?
Yeah. If we got the kill on Mace, maybe it was winnable at that point, but does not go that way. That is going to be the game. Wrapped up. Luminary find a win here as they do beat out ROYALS to kick this one off. That is such a shame for ROYALS. Obviously, the fact is as well, team roster changes, 2 players being switched out, a lot of things going on in terms of that team stability. So they've been left in a bit of an awkward one, and they don't quite find success in their first game of the Prem.
Yeah, it makes that group a bit of a mess as well, because that's the same group that has Vexed in and WeHeart.
Yeah. And
also, I think it's Wind and Rain too, which means there's a few teams in there who have already beat each other, making it a really big mess, especially with the way the grouping works, at least, where top 4 are all involved in the bracket. So it's a bit of a mountain to climb for ROYALS. Obviously, that loss is detrimental to them. They feel like they should probably be beating Luminary most of the time, and it's a poor start.
Yeah, not ideal. They have been beaten out. They do fall short there. And that means for Luminary, a nice win under their belt. Obviously, a good start to them. The team's looking pretty effective. They were able to get a lot going and looked on the ball, really.
Yeah, I mean, coming off the loss earlier on in the night against Vexed, it's a good win for them. I think it's more so that it was a comfortable win as well. Like, it was a demanding, like, dominating win. They took control and played their own game, and they ran the show.
Yeah.
Really, didn't they?
They really did. I mean, that is the most dominating win we've seen this season in the Prem so far. So, a good start for them. Obviously, as well, Ardis still looking good as ever, performing quite nicely. Imi's impact, you wonder sort of really how much that's benefited what the scoreline would have been without him there, but good to see Imi sort of floating around still. Obviously, not taking part in the season, but being able to at least get involved somehow. Yeah,
I mean, he's just taking part. He has the time right now. He might as well just do something with it, which he's helping out Ardis for the most part, isn't he?
Yeah.
But